This video contains images of mutilated corpses and extreme violence. If this offends you, please do not watch this video. Terrorism, with a focus on the LTTE, the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam in Sri Lanka, the female suicide bombers, known as Black Tigers.
மேல உள்ள தலைமை என்னத்தை செய்யுதோ அதை செய்வோம்ன்ற ஒரு இதெல்லாம் கீழே உள்ள சிப்பாயில் இருக்கிறோம். ஆனால் அவைகளை பொறுத்த மட்டும் பாவம். இந்த எங்களோட உண்மை முகம் வெளியில உள்ள ஆளுக்கு தெரியாது. அதான் அவைகள் சொல்லி எங்களை பயங்கரவாதிகள் என்று அவைகள் சொல்லிடும்.
एक राज्य बुलाते बने विदेश जनवाद विवेदीन अब इनमें वना एक राज्य भी जाग जाने सब दिक्कत में रानी
Susan Kumar Tunga was reported to have received minor wounds and was treated in a private hospital. Her officials said she wasn't in danger and she wanted people to remain calm. Reports said one of Colombo's top policemen and 2 presidential bodyguards were among the dead. Police said a female suicide bomber carried out the attack. Suicide bombers are the hallmark of the rebel Tamil Tigers, who have been fighting a long-running war for a homeland for the minority Tamil community. Several politicians, including President Premadatta, have been killed by suicide bombers.
This is a map of the country of Sri Lanka. The red on the map indicates the areas which the Tamil Eelam wish to claim as their own. The green is Sinhalese occupied. The Tamil Tigers are fighting to reclaim the red area of this map. Firstly, we must ask ourselves, what is terrorism? Because not every violent or illegal act can be classed as terrorism. The United Nations has developed 14 universal legal instruments to prevent terrorist acts. The acts can be summarized as the following. The Tamil Tigers used terrorist means in order to gain international media coverage for their plight. By maximizing the violent impact, they drew political interest into their small nation state. Terrorism can be a means of drawing attention to political situations. However, in the Sri Lankan case, it was also to undermine the public life. Because the Tamil people were the minority, it was often difficult for them to obtain employment in the city, and they were the marginalized group. The terrorist acts generally occurred in Sinhalese occupied areas with disregard for the murder of Sinhalese civilians. The Tamil Tigers of the LTTE used suicide bombings as their signature attack. They use female suicide bombers because in the tense political climate in Sri Lanka, women are viewed as less of a threat than men and generate less suspicion. When interviewed, the women of the LTTE Black Tiger Force rejected the label of terrorists, arguing that they were freedom fighters regaining independence in their homeland. Can we class the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam as terrorists based on international law? I believe yes, due to the nature of the attacks which they carried out. Primarily their attacks were directed at civilians. According to the Sri Lankan Ministry of Defence, between 2001 and 2009, over 13,000 civilians were killed by the LTTE. Figures for the duration of the war are unrecorded. Terrorism often occurs when a group is dissatisfied with their political standing. The LTTE managed to kill two high-profile political figures. In 1991, they assassinated the Prime Minister of India, Rajiv Gandhi, and in 1993, the Sri Lankan president. Overall, 106 political figures were killed by the LTTE. The UN stated that terrorism occurs when high-profile, internationally protected persons were targeted, which is consistent with the LTT's actions. In 2001, the LTTE attacked the Bandaranaike airport, destroying 26 aircraft and killing 16 people. All 14 LTTE guerrillas were killed in the attack. The UN describes any attack threatening airport security as a terrorist act. Despite the LTTE's justification for the attacks, they are classed as terrorists and not as freedom fighters. They are subsequently recognized by 32 countries as a terrorist group. Thank you for watching my video on terrorism. I hope that you've learned a little bit more about the subject and that you've learned a little bit more about civil war in a small nation state. Thank you very much.